hear like the amount my phone's gonna blow up after I post this, like from family and friends. Well, no, I'm gonna have a few friends who are gonna say, "We told you so." And then there's gonna be a few family members that are gonna be like, "What the hell?" My throat's dry. We need some water. Stay hydrated, kids. Stay hydrated. Where do I begin with this story? Yeah, I got scammed. So I was kind of hoping to give you guys a really nice update. I was hoping to get a camera, for this channel. I love filming. I love making videos, but right now I'm kind of limited because I mostly film them right here on my phone. So, I was hoping to finally kind of get a little bit of an upgrade. So this first one that I have is a Canon Rebel T5. I got this as a graduation gift when I graduated from high school 10 years ago. One big problem with why I don't use this camera often, I do use it for some little... Why do I keep getting notified about things when I'm talking to people? Not people, but you guys are, it's the equivalent of people. Why do people keep contacting me or texting me? Like I'm filming. Now, it still works pretty great, The only thing about it is that it can't autofocus. It doesn't have a flip screen. So, just imagine you have to sit over here, and you have to keep walking around to, try and adjust everything to make sure you're still in the frame, make sure everything isn't badly focused and lighting looks okay. It's like a weird back and forth situation. So that's why I don't really use it. More of like a two-person job if I'm using this camera. This one was given to me by my mom. She used it she actually recently just graduated from college, and she was using this for her graphic design class. So it's more of a photography camera. So I was hoping to finally get myself one that's, more in tune with filming. Thinking, why not look for a used one on Facebook Marketplace? Okay, good idea, Nick. Facebook Marketplace. But you see, what people don't tell me is, well, no, let's stop there. Lots of people told me Facebook Marketplace is where you get a lot of scammers. And long story short, I encountered one who was very convincing. It was like our chain of messages, basically what happened first was, he was selling it for about, let's say, $700. And, I asked if he'd be willing to negotiate with a fee a little bit lower than that. He said, no, unfortunately, I'm getting higher offers. A day later, I get a message from him saying, hey, I'm actually down to hand you the camera for that price because I'm getting too many flakes. So I say, yay, okay. Only thing is, this seller was from New Jersey. I'm located in Maryland. My coworkers, they thought maybe it was a smart idea to ask him if we could maybe split it, split the money. He wasn't really down for that just because he felt like that was too much of a gamble. So, I asked him, look, can we please just do the half and half situation? He agreed to it. He even sent me videos and timestamps of the camera just to, show me, yeah, this is legit. He also sends me pictures of... Sorry, my brain. This is a long ass story. He sends me the receipts from USPS, the shipping label. We're pretty set. We are pretty set. This is actually happening. The next day, this camera is still listed on Facebook Marketplace. My coworkers, they notice and they're like, hold on, let us message this guy. Let's see what he's about. So they then go and message him to say, hey, is this camera still available? Because the way he told me, he made it seem like this was the only one he owned. So then, they asked him and he said, yeah, it's still available. Coworker 1, we're gonna call Co 1 for coworker 1, Co 2 for coworker 2. I'm sorry, this is one ADHD ass way of explaining this shit, isn't it? I am so sorry. Co 1 first contacts him saying, hey, is this camera available? Now, I'm not friends with those two on Facebook, so that's how this whole thing went down. And, he looks like he's down to sell it to her. And, her profile says she's located in DC. So he said, yeah, when I can probably ship it to you out right now. And she's like, hey, do you think we can actually meet up instead? He says, oh, doesn't seem like it's a good time right now. You know, maybe around 5 o'clock. And that's like a 2-hour drive to the part of New Jersey he was in from Maryland. Then my other coworker texts him saying, hey, is it still available? And, you know, he's down to meet with her. So then coworker number 2 tells me and coworker number 1. So then coworker number 1 gets screenshots from him showing all the people he sold to. And then we ask, wait a second. So do you own more than 2 of those cameras? This camera I really wanted was the Sony ZV-E10. Like, I want that camera so bad, okay? And I want a white one because there's this one creator on YouTube and I love his content, and he has a white camera, a Sony ZV-E1, but you know, broke boy budget over here. So ZV-E10 is more affordable and it comes in white. Shows us a picture of someone named Zay that he sold the camera to, and they're like, Zay, you have multiple cameras? Because you said you just sold it to Zay. And then he's like, Zay? No, I sold the camera to a guy named Nick yesterday. Coworker 1 and 2. Ask him. Why did I just... I'm not good at telling stories. Can you tell that? So, I just get distracted by things so easily. It's like... You know, at that point, we don't really get a lot of good information out of him. All we know is apparently he has a second camera, and he sent me another one. So then come Monday, you know, at this point, it's just a waiting game because I already gave him the money. There's a shipping label being shown. There's a receipt. So I'm sure something is coming to me. It might be that camera. But then I noticed on the receipt, it says that that the package weighs 3 ounces. I looked online. That camera weighs 12 ounces. So, huh? And apparently he wasn't just selling the camera. He was also including a camera bag, the little, that little blow thingy that you use to clean out your cameras when dust gets in there, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, and a selfie stick. So, how's that only 3 ounces? That don't make no sense. Come Monday, I noticed that camera is still listed on Facebook Marketplace. So I text him, hey, why is that camera still listed there? And the dude blocks me. He straight up blocked me. Oh, money's gone. What are we gonna do? Coworker number 2 goes on her mafia stuff and message him saying, she's like this, hey, give my friend his money back. My dad's a cop and we have all your information. He blocks her, but then sends me all my money back. Relief. I mean, I'm relieved I have my money back, but here's the thing. There is still some package that's supposed to be coming to me, but then the alerts just stopped. Like, it's been saying this since Monday. So somehow I guess he stopped it from being delivered. I have no freaking idea what in the world. Point is, I was scammed. I'm happy I got my money back, but I got scammed. I don't know what was in that package. Was it a baked can of beans? Relieved I got my money back, but I'm also sad because I wanted that camera so bad. Because I'm ready to take this seriously. Probably invest and probably like buy myself a new camera just for warranty reasons. Something a friend of mine told me about investing in myself. So who wants to drive up to Jersey with me and find that guy, huh? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Squabble up. I had hopes and dreams and you crushed them. Come on. Who wanna go with me? If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe, all right? And I will see you later.